John, we're gathered here today to celebrate your amazing life and remember the joys and memories you brought to all of us. You were always a gentleman with your unique smile and your mild manner, your devotion to Deborah, your 5 children, your 9 grandchildren, your 2 great grandchildren, and countless friends all across the country was always obvious in every one of your deeds. I've had the honor of knowing, working, and sharing experiences with John since 1980. This amazing friendship started when I first met John at a Texas Association of Realtors convention in El Paso. Imagine the good fortune of having a true friend for over 40 years. From the very beginning, everyone who knew him knew that John was a dedicated champion of realtors, property owners, and private property rights. These causes were among his most passionate, and he never, not once, failed to demonstrate his commitment to them. There was nothing that John wouldn't do to support the realtor cause. He would participate in almost any effort to further these goals, including, imagine this, armadillo races in River Oaks to raise tree pack dollars, participating in Johnny Carson, Karnak the Magnificent skits, and even assisting NASA with a space program. Everything he did brought with it that unique John Nichols touch. I remember having the great honor of installing John as the 1991 president of the Houston Association of Realtors. As John achieved greatness as a leader in Houston, realtors all across the state of Texas recognized his talents and commitment, and in 1997, they elected him president of the Texas Association of Realtors. As John's contributions grew, he was further honored as Realtor of the Year by the Houston Association of Realtors and the Texas Association of Realtors, two of the highest honors they can bestow upon a member annually. Looking back over John's life, I believe it might be said that his most active interest, without a doubt, was in realtor politics. For most of the past 2 decades, he was directly and actively involved in some aspect of politics, sometimes as a leader and sometimes as a working volunteer. When it came to politics, John was always all in. He worked tirelessly to get his good friend Glenn Hager elected Comptroller of Texas. He worked with elected officials irregardless of their party affiliation, including Texas Governor Ann Richards. He interacted with many members of Congress, but without a doubt, his favorite was Congressman John Culberson. John loved to explain realtor issues to his good buddy John. John Nichols' mild manner, combined with his real estate expertise, provided him the confidence to work with people such as Mayor Sylvester Turner and Congressman Kevin Brady, Senator John Cornyn, or U.S. Senator John Cornyn, and President George H.W. Bush, as well as President George W. Bush. John's many contributions to the cause of realtor politics was also recognized by the National Association of Realtors for his outstanding contribution and dedication to his profession by inducting him into the RPAC Hall of Fame and awarding him the prestigious, and this is really big, the prestigious NAR Federal Political Coordinator Meritorious Service Award. Well deserved, John. Now, let me say to John's family who may wonder, what do all these awards mean? I don't understand them. Well, if we were to explain them in terms of things that we all can relate to, like movies or sports, we would say John won the Academy Award for Best Actor and Most Valuable Player in the World Series or the Super Bowl. That may help clarify what the 1.4 million realtors in his profession thought of your father and grandfather. And I know after hearing this, you are all so proud of everything he did for his community, his profession, and his country. Not only was John recognized for his own accomplishments, but he wanted to help others to search their goals. And when he heard Shad Bogany wanted to run for president of Texas Realtors, John immediately offered to be his campaign manager and travel the state campaigning for Shad, who, by the way, won handedly. And I remember one of their first initial discussions when Shad asked, John, I wonder how many gallons of gas this campaign is going to take driving across the state. John looked at him and replied with that sly smile of his, I have no idea. I wonder how many cases of Miller Lite it's going to take. And right then, a lifetime friendship was created. Another way to put John's life into perspective is to suggest we have lost the closest thing we will ever have to our own John Wayne. Few people realize that in the early 90s, the HAR Board of Directors was terribly divided, not the united organization it is today. John Nichols, standing tall with Beth Wolf as president-elect at his side, fought for HAR to take the road to become the visionary and innovative, nationally recognized organization it is today. John, we will never, ever forget what you did for all of us. Many distinguished individuals have commented on John's achievements. Former Congressman John Culberson stated, John Nichols has earned the Meritorious Service Award because of his impeccable integrity and enormous generosity and immense knowledge about the Houston real estate market and his dedication to the Houston area realtor. Former HAR President Bill Jones had this to say about John. Shocking and surprising. It seemed to me that John, the former Magnolia High running back, would keep running forever. A very sad day in Houston and a great big celebration in heaven. Deborah, I want you to know Susie and I miss our buddy John so much, but please know we love you and we were always here for you. John, you were my mentor, my advisor, my best friend, and truly like a brother. Thank you for sharing your amazing life with me. I'm not going to say goodbye, buddy, but simply so long until you, Ron Wakefield, and I all meet at that great Hyatt bar in heaven where I know you're now sitting, enjoying your fourth or fifth Miller Lite and smiling down on your friends and family, knowing how blessed your life has been. John, please know you are greatly, greatly missed. We love you, buddy.